everybody. Welcome to our dining room. I've just now gotten to where I can sit down and read the questions that you had for me. So I haven't actually read all of them, so I'm just going to go and see what you wrote. Kristen Zellner Lappin wants to have a tour of our neighborhood. Well, it's after 8. We'll do that sometime, I promise, Kristen. Scotty Evan Henson, we're all anxious for y'all to get home, but what is something about Nicaragua that you will miss / wish that we had in the United States, other than Tang? Okay, well, Tang would be my first choice. For me, being able just to walk really quick to the grocery store is awesome, because wherever we are in the United States, unless you actually live next to a grocery store, which is very uncommon, you have to get in your car and drive there. In 5 minutes, I can be to the grocery store, buy my stuff, and get back here. So that's one thing I'll miss. I'm sorry? Oh yes, Jen has also said that she will miss the chocolate ice cream here. She thinks it's much better than back home. It's fluffier, it's richer and everything. So those are 2 things we'll miss. And I'll try and think of some other stuff, because I know there are some things that we'll miss that we do like here. Devin Barnett, will you ever eat bizarre food while you're there? Well, actually this time we have not. I have eaten iguana before when I was here in a soup. It tasted like chicken. Other than that, though, we haven't had any really exotic foods here that I can think of. We did when we were in Ecuador. We had guinea pig, roasted guinea pig. Shout out to my Ecuador friends. But here we haven't really had any. I'm thinking about getting some of that cow skin and cooking it and eating it in front of you. I don't know. Ray Poland, maybe you should explain how the bathroom plumbing works or actually doesn't work. Okay, well, the plumbing here is very interesting. We never have good water pressure like you've seen before. The toilet, it's a crapshoot, pardon the pun. Sometimes it flushes all the way, sometimes it doesn't. You have to jiggle the handle, hold it down, whatever. Sometimes it just kind of does this and makes the noise and just sits there. So you never know if what you put in that toilet is actually going to disappear from sight or not. And the water pressure is just, there's no hot water. The shower is kind of like about 6 water guns shooting you at one time. So that's the answer to that one. Lisa Kennedy, when I was doing a mission trip in Mexico, there was raw sewage everywhere, and the lack of plumbing bothered me most, but I also remember huge tarantulas. What kind of creatures do you encounter there? Well, let me tell you, I just talked about Jim with this. I have seen large spiders here and large scorpions here, but I have not seen either one since we've been here this time. It's really cool. But there are scorpions and tarantulas in Nicaragua, and I haven't seen one, not really wishing that I would see one. Alyssa Brookshire, how Americanized is it there? I've seen shows about places all over the world, and some countries have lots of things I consider American, like McDonald's and other fast food places, or even other stores to shop in. Is that the case there? If so, is it just places to eat, or is it heavily influenced? Are signs also in English like in other countries? All right, there are McDonald's here. Essentially, you can find just about everything here that you find back home, with the exception of grits, certain kinds of spices, small little things you can't find, but basically you can find this stuff. The difference here is price. Some of it's going to be really expensive, some of it's going to be really cheap. There's a McDonald's, there's a Pizza Hut, TGI Fridays, Burger King, there is all kinds of restaurants here. Not a lot of your local stuff like we have back home. I wish we had a grease pit like the Clock or the Beacon, but we don't. Kevin Bravado says, you should let the kids have a segment on the next video. That sounds good. I'll work on that, Kevin. Let's see here. Therese Ferguson. Hey, Miss Ferguson. She wants to know if we know when we'll be coming home. We don't know yet. Remember, we're still waiting tomorrow for the news from the agency. So help us pray tomorrow that something good goes along. Donna Morris says, how did we meet? Well, thank you, Donna, for that question. I met you, Donna, because one year at Blue Ridge High School, the entire senior day schedule was dumped on me, and nothing had been done, and we were about 5 weeks away from senior day. And I was given your number as somebody I could call to help me, and boy, did you ever do so. Remember that we got the snacks and the meats together, we got the inflatables together, the rides together, everything together within about 3 weeks, because you and I are awesome as a team. And remember how you took up for me when the inflatables guy got all mad and rowdy because I wasn't there when he thought I should be there, and you told him just to shut up and leave me alone. It was great. So that's how we met, Donna, and I appreciate all your help and all your prayers for me. So that's all I got right now. I'm going to work on getting my kids in here sometime soon, and I'm also going to work on giving you a tour of the neighborhood, hopefully. If tomorrow works out, maybe we'll be too busy to do that. I kind of hope that's the case. But if not, we'll give you a tour of the neighborhood. Keep the questions coming in, and we will talk to you later. Have a good night.